Hello, welcome to another DVD commentary. This chapter is called Spitting on the Corpse of Big Priest. It was requested that I instead use the reaction camera from the actual video. I'm going to use this camera instead while we do the commentary. Enjoy. So this game I'm playing Reno Hunter, and we're against a Big Priest. Typically when you play Reno Hunter versus Big Priest, you want to look for cards like Sylvanas and the Deathstalker Rex. So we just mulligan our hand away and look for those particular cards. Unfortunately, nothing too good there. Reno doesn't really do much against Big Priest, and the best card we get out of the mulligan there is actually the Corpse Widow, because that can potentially help us out in the future of a couple of turns. And Cube isn't a bad top deck either. Typically what we want to do is steal as many of his key big cards as possible so we can't resurrect them. Rag in particular. We have to concede that some cards are going to get resurrected in this match, so we don't mind the statue really getting resurrected. So we want to avoid stealing the statue and go for a steal like Rag or even Yasiraj, something like that. Play Dead's not bad. It's not something that you want to see this early on in the game, but it's not a bad one for when we do top deck that Sylvanas. And currently we're just hero powering down, not really playing anything concave here. Unfortunately for us, Barnes drops. Oh, it's a statue. We don't really mind that, and with this Stitch Tracker, we want to look for Sylvanas, as we said, or an Azoth, something that helps out later on. Unfortunately, not too good. I end up taking Shredder there. On curve, it's not too bad. It's probably the best choice out of those particular cards. So nothing going on just yet. The Big Priest doesn't actually kill off his statue, which I thought he would have to activate Resurrects. But here, instead of playing the Belcher, I just go for one of the Shredders because we're left with a 2-drop afterwards. Two drop's not bad. 2-3, it's about average. Gets pained. That's his last pain. Noteworthy, because now we're free to play stuff like Belcher and Houndmaster Shaw. Perfect top deck. Perfect curve. Typically, you'd want to kill Barnes here, but we do get the opportunity to play Rex on curve, which will let us play those hero power beasts from turn 7 onwards, I should say. You want to look for any kind of poison cards. Poison AoE is like the best thing we can get. So the likes of Bloat Bat or Dread Scale with poison attached. Any kind of battle cry damage poison ones are pretty good, and charge and rush stuff as well. So there's a lot of stuff you can get off that hero power that can affect the game. To get that on curve is as good as getting Sylvanas on curve. Still, Barnes is alive, and we do want to kill that off ASAP. But here I go for the Corpse Widow play rather than pressing hero power, because we have 3 minions playable with this. The Shredder's 2 mana after the Corpse Widow, and so the Scientist's also 0. So we make a slightly wide board there, which isn't too bad. It's pretty powerful. We also have the Death Roll activation as well with the Shredder. Big Priest doesn't resurrect. He actually uses Eternal Servitude, which is great because he only has one choice anyway, so a resurrect is more efficient for him there. And our first tap hero power is a Battle Cry. No poison, but lifesteal's not half bad. No real need to use it just yet. We're pretty healthy, and board state's not too bad. Like here, I don't really want to use or trade the Scientist in because of Freeze Trap potentially. So I double trade here, which is not a bad choice. The 2-drop is, I forget what it is. It was the Spell Power. Unfortunately that happened, but luckily no Freeze Trap. Yeah, and here Belcher Weapon and a nice little bit of a chill out. again, this is one of those games where the sound was either wrecked by music playing or wasn't recording at the time, so this is pulled directly from Twitch. Priest doesn't really do too much there, so we can finally kill that Barnes and put that Barnes in the resurrect pool. It's not a bad one. The reason I'm going for Death Rattles now is because obviously we have N'Zoth coming back. So Poison Taunt, pretty good. When we play N'Zoth, we'll get that back as well. If you can't get like I say AOE poison or a rush poison, that's the second best thing. And if you can play it out when you still got like a board state, that's pretty good too. So Psychic Screen Drops, our Reno still active, nothing duplicated went back into the deck. Pretty good. That Psychic hit those cards. It wasn't too great for him there. And again, picked Poison. The reason this chapter was called what was it now? What was the chapter? I spit on Dead Priest or something like that. It's not very nice, is it? It's because of this little fella, Poisonous Frog. This is the star of this video, which we'll slowly see as the video progresses. But currently pretty lucky. He hasn't hit any like kind of big relevant minions yet. Rag is a little bit annoying there, but we soak up the damage on our lovely frog, and we draw a freeze trap now, which is actually pretty powerful in this situation. So here I'm thinking of a couple options. There's a lot of things we can do on this turn. We can just kill off the statue and hope it hits Rag as well. That's an option there. We have a 50-50 chance to completely demolish this board. We could also cube the Toad for later on, which will give us a couple of plays further down the line, which I do actually choose to do here. If the Toad hits the statue, then it would have instantly resurrected 2 more Toads, but in this case it hits the Rag, which is best case scenario, and then we can play freeze. So I like that option of that play there, just because it gives us the chance to freeze back a large minion if it hits Rag, and also we have 2 more Poisonous Toads within the cube. Because he already used Psychic as well, there's less chance of him having Psychic, the second Psychic. So here he does hit a Rag from the Yasiraj, so he's already got Rag in the res pool. Yasiraj isn't in there yet, but I do choose here to just drop the 2 Toads and nothing more here, because I want to save Feign Death for when there's a slightly larger board. So I just drop like kind of like a Tempo Reno, and also drop the what's it called? Ooze. We just go wide, knowing that he's used 1 Psychic. It's less likely that he have the second Psychic at this point. Also, the reason I didn't use the Toads there is MC Tech. MC Tech here is very nice, as you will you're about to see. So basically, I trade 2 minions in to give us some room for the MC Tech. Any one of these minions is beautiful, and the beautiful MC Tech takes the Rag, and then boom. I got a bit excited on the actual video there, but you can't see it because this video is overlaid. I spit on every single minion, and yeah, everything connects. Eventually, everything connects, and job's a good one. Killed by his own Rag. Well, thanks for tuning in for another DVD commentary. Hope this format was slightly more to your liking. I enjoyed sitting down with you, having a nice coffee, going over some fun matches where the sound quality is a little bit worse for wear, but cheers. Have a nice evening.